My name is David Harrison Greis. Welcome to the Greis Report, your unfiltered daily voice for truth. Tonight, there's a lot to talk about. Number one, I want to start off by talking about the monster that's been created in this country. The monster that I've been talking about for weeks, for months, for years. The monster that's coming for us all right now. And that's the United States government. That's Donald Trump and his cronies. The Mad King wannabe, Stephen Miller, the Nazi wannabe, and all the rest of those monsters. They're coming. Let me explain why. And I'll be putting this up next to me too so you can read along with me. Today, Governor Greg Abbott released a statement. He is the governor of Texas. The statement, I would like for you to listen to the wording because it particularly disturbed me in the way that it's spinning the narrative. Governor Abbott deploys DPS, Texas National Guard, ahead of Antifa-linked protests. Governor Greg Abbott today directed the Texas Department of Public Safety, DPS, and Texas National Guard, we all know what the National Guard is, to deploy personnel and tactical assets to Austin ahead of the planned Antifa-linked demonstrations to protect Texans and their property. It goes on longer as you see next to me, but let's break that down for a second, okay? No Kings is Saturday. No Kings is not Antifa. Antifa doesn't exist. No Kings is going to be a rally that's going to be nationwide and probably worldwide because the last time this happened, people all over the world stood in solidarity with us and had their own No Kings marches. So we're going to see how this one unfolds. But I'm telling you right now, they're trying to make people afraid. This is the step before the Insurrection Act. They want to provoke people, they want to push people, and they want to frame it like everybody's going to be clad in black tactical gear and looking to fight. No Kings is a unification of all Americans, of all residents, immigrants. Anyone is welcome in No Kings because that's what No Kings is. No Kings is America. When has it ever been un-American to say the words no king? Didn't we fight a revolution to get rid of a king? We have one right now. We don't want to fight. We just want him out. We want to go back to life. We want to go back to living. This isn't living. This is hell. This is the hell we're in. This is the hell that's been created as a result of these people that are in office. And they don't even obey the law. And we talk about lawlessness. So Judge Sarah Ellis, as you know, you probably recognize that name. She is responsible for the Chicago TRO that basically said the ICE Gestapo and the federal forces cannot use force against peaceful protesters and the journalists and the press. Well, everything that's been going on that we've been showing you has gotten back to her. She was fuming today. Angry. Really angry. Rightfully so. And she basically said, you're going to start wearing body cameras. Anyone that's in Operation Midway Blitz is going to wear a body camera and it's going to be on. If they don't do this, they're going to be held in contempt. She could potentially deputize local law enforcement or state law enforcement to arrest the ICE Gestapo and the federal agents that are not wearing body cameras and that are disobeying the TRO. That's going to be something that we're going to be watching for, and that's going to be really important because I don't feel like ICE is really going to obey the law on this one. They almost never do. So if you like what you're hearing tonight, please remember to like, subscribe, and down here we have an email address, thegreisreport@gmail.com. Again, that's thegreisreport@gmail.com. Please send us any tips, links, story requests, any interactions that you've had with the ICE Gestapo, and anything of that nature. We're always happy to show any videos that you've had, that you've taken, or any stories that are local to your town. Because really, getting local is important too. And I want to stress that for this No Kings Day. You don't need to go to a big city to participate in No Kings. You don't need to sign up. Don't bring your phone, and if you do, keep it in a Faraday bag. Don't take pictures or video that you're going to post right away. And more importantly, don't post any pictures of yourself before the protest in like a, showing off that you're going. Don't leave any trail that you went. Just go. That's it. They want a trail. They want to track it back to you when the boot comes crushing down. And you want to make sure that you're one step ahead of the game. All right, so let's move on. So ICE is just increasing their psychopathy and total lack of human empathy. There was another death, and it's been three deaths in less than 2 weeks now as a result of the ICE Gestapo concentration camps. So it was a 67-year-old national from Lebanon who's been living here, and he died in the concentration camps. And ICE is just like flaunting it around. They don't care. This is what they want. We saw the group chats. We saw J.D. Vance go on television live on a podcast and talk about how he's defending their behavior and how they were just kids. Young Republicans are up to 40 years old. They're not kids. They know what they're doing. They know what they're saying. Don't try to excuse them. J.D. Vance is a danger to America. The story I want to end on tonight, I want you to see how these concentration camps develop and how they could be hiding in your own backyard. So Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman, you've heard his name on my show before because I really don't like this guy. He's bragging about how now Nassau County will be home to about 3,000 abductees by the end of the year. 3,000 lives ruined. 3,000 lives ruined. Let that sink in. And that's only one part of one state. So let's check out what this fool has to say.
Meanwhile, an ICE controversy here on Long Island. Nassau County Jail is now detaining huge numbers of immigrants.
Unlike how most other tri-state counties handle ICE detainees, Nassau County's jail on track now to house more than 3,000 migrants by year's end. Now, the federal government paying the county $195 per night per person.
County executive is touting the cooperation with the Trump administration. Critics say it is illegal. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lance.
Nassau County Jail has held nearly 2,200 ICE detainees since February.
We've had a vast decrease in crime here in Nassau County. I think one of the reasons is that we have the most comprehensive agreement with ICE of probably any county in America.
The Department of Homeland Security confirms that Nassau has been holding several hundred ICE detainees per month as part of an agreement called 287G that ICE struck in February with Nassau County to rent out 50 local jail cells in East Meadow through the Sheriff's Department, and to agree to assign up to 10 Nassau County police detectives to cross in bed with ICE agents, giving them the power to arrest immigrants without legal status.
Local law enforcement agencies are actually not permitted to participate in civil activities.
The New York Civil Liberties Union is suing Nassau County, its police department, and Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder, claiming it violates state law. Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman, who supports the 287G agreement, weighs in.
There is no fear here in Nassau County in the Hispanic American community.
All right, so now that you heard that, you understand how this stuff comes to be. 287G, look it up if you're not already familiar. It allows certain law enforcement agencies to work with the ICE Gestapo. It's a very dangerous thing to do. And if your township or your locale is participating, that's something that you need to know to keep yourself safe. And last thing, Mike Johnson, angry Mike Johnson, happy Mike Johnson, whatever you're calling yourself today, please take your foot out of your ass, take your head out of your boss's ass, and start doing the right thing. Swear in Adelita Grijalva, release the Epstein files. That simple, dude. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the Resistance, and have a great night.